Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I hope everyone is safe and fine at their home. I welcome you all in the online teaching phase 2, and we'll just start with a previous recap of the lectures that we have covered in the class before that COVID-19, so that you will just have a brief idea of what we have covered up till now. We have discussed in the class about the income statement, the balance sheet, cash flow statement, and the accounting principle. Let's just have a brief review of all those things that we have covered and discussed. As you all know that income statement comprises of the two major elements, the revenues and the expenses, and the major thing to find out is the net profit. The revenues are all the inflows for a company or a firm, and they have a positive inflow for the company, and the company is generated revenue by providing the goods or by delivering the services. And it could be your free earned, it could be your rental income earned, it could be your it could be any service revenue earned by providing or delivering these services. On the other hand, expenses are basically the costs that are associated in providing that expenses are basically the costs that are associated in earning of that revenue. And expenses could be your transportation cost, it could be your advertising cost, it could be your utilities, it could be your salaries, it could be your wages to your employees. And net profit is basically calculated as when we subtract the total expenses from the total revenue, and if the revenue for a particular period of time they exceed the expenses, then the company would be in a position of a net profit or in a position of net profit. On the other hand, if the expenses for a particular period of time they exceeds the revenue, then the company would be in a position of net loss. Balance sheet. In balance sheet we have basically three major elements: the asset, liabilities, and the owner equity. Assets are the economic resources for the company or a firm, and they have a positive inflow for the company. Liabilities are the basically the financial obligation or debts that the company has to pay back, and owner equity are the claim of the owners on the assets of the business. Assets could be divided into further types. We have current assets, we have fixed assets. Current assets, all those assets that the company which are having a life of less than a year, and fixed assets are all those assets which are having a life of more than a year. And liabilities, we have current liabilities. Current liabilities are all those liabilities that we have to pay within a period of 1 year, and non-current liabilities which we can pay even after 1 year. We have discussed about the cash flow statement. The cash flow statement comprises of the three major activities: operating, investing, and financing. Operating activities include all the transactions that are related with your revenues and expenses. Investing activities include all those transactions that are related with the purchase and sale of your fixed assets, and financing activities include all those information that are related with your debt and equity. For example, like paying off the creditors, purchase of stock, purchase of bonds, sale of stock, sale of bonds. We have also discussed about the accounting principles. There are 5 major accounting principles that we have covered in the class: the realization, matching, cost principle, going concern, and objectivity. Realization principle, it basically tells us when the revenue should be recorded in our income statement. Matching principle tells us that when expenses should be recorded in an income statement. The cost principle indicates when that all your fixed assets, they should be reported in your balance sheet at their cost. By cost we means historical cost. Cost means the cost that you paid to acquire that asset, not the cost which the asset has today. Going concern, we assume that a business is a going concern. It will likely to continue for an indefinite period of time. There is no intention to close or liquidate that business. And in objectivity, we have discussed that all the data, all the information that is presented in our financial statements, it should be free from biasness, it should be free from error. There is no chances of ambiguity in it, and if any third party or any third person they want to verify that data and they want to verify that information can be easily verifiable. For example, if any third party auditor they want to verify, they want to check your financial data or financial information, they can easily check that data and that information. So all the data that you have presented in your financial statements, they they should have a particular objective, and they should be free from any biasness, they should be free from any error, and chances of ambiguities are should be less there.